So I'm gonna see if I can like try and retell the story of like the past week of like insanity that just went down. That like for me is over, thank God. Even though I know I've been posting about it like truly ad nauseum. And like at this point I can't even like fully remember the details of every single day. Like it's all become like one like Freddy Krueger nightmare. Um but like some of the things like I truly just like someone must know. Um and it's funny because like I was sitting with all my coworkers today and we were like, what day was that one thing happened? And we were like, I don't know, I can't remember. And we were like, what happened yesterday? And we were like, huh, I can't remember that either. Like it's become like this weird like like purgatory situation that we're stuck in, and like it's finally fucking over. But the two main things that I can remember are, it must have been like Wednesday, and like first things first, I came in late, which I fucking hate. Like I can't even show up late to like a movie, like I'd rather die. And I never show up to work late, but that happened, and like whatever. And I got in and it was just like a complete mess. And by the way, I work at this like kind of like weird like Chipotle kind of rip off situation. It's like whatever. So it's like a burrito restaurant. But I came in that day and like everything was just fucking out of control. It was a mess. There was like 10 zillion people there and I'm already like highly triggered because I'm late and I just don't do that. And then it like just doesn't stop being busy for like 3 hours. Like that just like doesn't go away. And I remember this woman came up to me. I was like making tacos for her. And some of the food like spilled off onto the table. And she was like, oh, I don't think so, honey. You're not gonna like, you're not gonna, I can't remember what she said, but she was like, put that chicken on that taco right now. And I was like, okay, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm having a really hard day. Like, whatever. There was like a million people like that. But anyway, I like, when I finally get like some breathing room, I like go to the back and I was just angry. I was like so like just frustrated from like the people. So I started angry crying, which is something that happens to me sometimes when I get too overwhelmed with emotions. I just have to like start crying for like a minute and that's it. So I'm trying to do that in peace. And then this girl that I work with who's like 17 comes back and she like kind of catches me and we like look at each other and we're both like and so like we both like start like crying each other. Like we're like crying, triggering each other. And then this other boy that we work with comes back and he sees us and he's not even like that kind of person. Like he's kind of like a rock, if you will. And then this motherfucker starts crying and we all are like losing our shit. And so I like had to get everyone together and I was like, you guys, we like it's not busy right now, but it's about to be busy again in like 10 minutes. So like everyone breathe. Like I made everybody give each other like a group hug. I was like, everyone, like, if someone needs a 2-minute cigarette, go get it now, like, and let's stop. And let me tell you, we did not stop. We continued to just, like, snap into, like, cry mode, like, continuously throughout the night. And me and that one girl in particular, like, kind of kept coming back to each other because I guess, like, she's an Aries and, like, we both kind of have this thing where, like, it's like really embarrassing to cry in front of people, but like we felt comfortable doing it in front of each other. And then all of a sudden, like her boyfriend shows up and he's like, I need to talk to so and so. And I was like, okay. I was like, at first I was like, I'm not at liberty to tell you whether or not she's here. But then I was like, I guess he knows she's here. Like they're dating, like whatever. So I was like, hey, like your boyfriend's here. I think he wants to talk to you. it's not a great time, but like I know you need a second. So like she goes and does it. Because I'm not, I don't know. I was just trying to be nice. And then she comes back like looking like she might have gotten like hit or something. I don't know the details. I asked her, she didn't want to talk about it. I don't even know if I should be disclosing it here, but whatever. And she's at this point sobbing. And she's like, "Is it okay if I go? I can't do this." And I'm like I was like, "Of course." Like, even though like we were fucking going through it, it did not end that entire night. But I was like, "I'm not gonna fucking keep you here. Obviously something's going on." And then I like hugged her, which like we don't really do that. And I like hugged her earlier and I was like, "You can call me and everything's gonna be fine." Whatever. That night ended. We normally get out at like 10. That night it was like 1:30 a.m. Whatever. Then the night after that is one of those like I truly don't, it's like a dream sequence. All I remember is like fear and sadness and anger. That one's not really as important, clearly. Because this is, I'm pretty sure it's 3 nights of hell. But the most crazy one, which I think I already posted about, and I'm sorry, like, whatever, get over it. I have to talk about it because it's just truly fucking out of control. We're like sitting around, and I was like, oh my god, it might be like a chill night. Like, that's so crazy. It's like, it feels kind of normal. You know, like, everybody, like, this is cool. Like, maybe we could kind of like get some cleaning done and like maybe like crack a joke. Like maybe I could count tips tonight before, 11:30. And then everyone keeps saying like it smells funny. And I'm like, yeah, it's because we work in like a nasty ass restaurant. But no. It's they're like it's like an electrical smell, which I was like, I don't really know what that means. But our restaurant has like a Coke machine where you go like get your own soda. And all of a sudden I hear my coworker and she's like, Mikey! And I'm like, what? And there's this fucking Coke machine is like on fire. There's like silver, what I can only describe as like electronic smoke coming out. There's like sparks shooting out. And I'm like, I don't know, like, do I call the fucking fire department? And I got my buddy to like go grab a fire extinguisher. And I'm like, figure out how to use it. I don't know how to use this bitch. And so he like kind of takes the little plug out and all that comes out is dust. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't work. And like literally the place that I work, I feel like if I called the fire department, like I could get like fired or something. Like I don't really know the details on it. So I call my boss who's like, he's like, look, I'm off right now. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should call our district manager. And I was like, okay, maybe I will. I call him. He gave like slightly more of a shit, but then referred me to someone else, our maintenance man, who truly could not be bothered. Like when he picked up the phone, he sounded like he was like, "What are you talking about? I don't work for that company." He was like, "Well, you could go through the service channel and do." I'm like, "There's a fire happening right now, bro. Like it's like I don't know what to do." And I'm trying to tell customers, like, stay away. And they're like, but I really want Coke. And I'm like, I don't want you to fucking die, man. So anyway, I get the number for Coca-Cola. And actually, I ended up talking to, like, this incredible, like, sagacious, wonderful man from Coke who's like, here's what I'm going to tell you, Mike. He was trying to explain to me how to get down there and, like, fix it. And I was like, thank you so much, but that's not happening. But like what you're saying is kind of soothing me at the moment. But he was like, he explained it and I can't really retell what he said. But yeah, it basically did not stop. The fire went away. From what I understand, it was some kind of like they were like, go to the breakers. And I'm like, I'm at the breakers. They're completely unlabeled. You guys are idiots. And I don't know. Anyway. What happened after that? No fire. It was all good. I'm still like truly amazed that people were just like trying to get their fucking like or like Mountain Dew. They're like, well, it's just a little fire. It's not gonna kill me. And we cried that night too. No big deal. Like that's kind of a thing that we do. And then I ordered everyone Starbucks, and I was like, guys, if we all have to quit, we can like go work at fucking Outback Steakhouse together. And I don't know. After that night, I was just like truly zonked out. And that's when I passed out playing World of Warcraft on my computer, which I've never done anything quite so silly in my life, but I did. And I like woke up with like fucking like, what's that called? Like sleep paralysis, where I was just like, ugh, like I couldn't move, but like my body was like telling me to get up and run out of the house. And then today I came in and they were like, guess what? It's a football game. And I was like, what? It is? Is it that time of year again? And they were like, don't worry, it's going to be dead meat. And I was like, sure, bitch. I was like, oh, I bet you it is. I was like so fucking ready for like hell on earth. But they were right. It was so slow. We made like barely $500. We could have taken a fucking nap in the lobby. Like it was hot. People were nice to us. The best part was, I posted about this too, but like me and my coworker were like sitting on the like literal line, like where you would order food at Chipotle. And he was like, I've never seen your nipples before. And I was like, do you want to see them? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, here. And like, we were just like, it was just like such a fucking switch up from like the true hell on earth. And like, I was so close to like just quitting. Because I can deal with like food service shit. But I swear to God, this was all demonic. It was from hell. I'm probably not explaining it very well either. I mean, I can't really capture like the essence of the evil customers that were like also kind of breathing down my neck the entire time, because I don't know. I'm not accusing everybody, but if you eat fast food, you like probably are demonic in some way. But I don't know. I really wanted to post about it because it's all over now, and I have 2 days off, and got a little Zanny, and I'm just gonna live it up. So anyway, lick my pussy and have a nice life. And please, everyone pray that next week is full of blessings, or that the restaurant burns down. Okay, love you, bye.